On November 8th, 2025, a Veterans Appreciation Luncheon was hosted by the New Hampshire DAR, SAR, and CAR at Murphy's Taproom and Carriage House in Bedford, New Hampshire, with a variety of awards and honors handed out to military veterans, including special recognition of General Bolduc and Master Sergeant Unger. Please enjoy this compilation of photographs and footage honoring our veterans at this event.
Head up. Carry arms. Mark time. March. Forward march. All right, march. All left, march. All left, march. Mark time, march. Color guard, halt. To the left, face. Color guard, present, arms.
The Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America will be led by all the members of the John Stark Society present today. Please come forward for today our minutes.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Carry colors. Prepare to post. Post. Carry arms. To the right face. Mark time. March. Forward march. On left march. On left march. Mark time, march. Colored, halt. Fall out.
It's my honor to ask General Bolduc to come forward. Not very often we get General host.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
I'm going to read this from my phone because I'll have trouble reading that. The National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution. Our inspiration is from the past. Our duty is in the present. And our hope is in the future. For his exemplary 33 years of service to the nation in numerous combat deployments and command positions, Donald C. Bolduc, Brigadier General, United States Army, retired, is presented the Sons of the American Revolution Gold Good Certificate Medal. His focus on taking care of troops under his command and advocacy for the care needed by those experiencing the stigmas of post-traumatic stress disorders, as well as the needed support to their families, are indicative of selfless moral character. Signed, Richard G. Baines, President, New Hampshire SAR. General, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Master Sergeant Martin, thank you for those great words. Thank you for your inspiration, what you do for veterans. I don't like to stand behind podiums because I'm vertically challenged. And, so I'll move to the front. I can't tell you what an honor it is to be here today and to be among patriots that are here today and their family members. The sons of the American Revolution, the daughters of the American Revolution, the children of the American Revolution. I have not been able to find a family member that served in the American Revolution. We come from Canada, so I had relatives that served in the Canadian military, but they were preventing an invasion at that time. It's kind of ironic. But I have to tell you that it is an honor to be connected to the patriots that served in the Revolutionary War by you bestowing this honor upon me. And I'm here with my wife Sharon, who's also a veteran, and I would like to thank you for recognizing her with a certificate today for her service. I just have to tell you that I am so proud to be a lifelong Granite Stater. I am so proud of General Starr. I used him as a role model during my career. He is probably one of the generals in our history that does not get enough recognition, and he should. He was a great leader, great man, a great family man, and he certainly left us with a blessing called our motto, which is live free or die. I think it gets misinterpreted a lot of times and used for political purposes to deliver a message that's not consistent with what his message was. But nonetheless, it's an honor. And I have to tell you that service to our nation is probably one of the most honorable things that we can do. Service to our family, to our community, is as equally as honorable. And when I look around this room, I think of a biblical verse, Isaiah 6:8, because each and every one of you, in my mind and in my heart, represent what was meant in Isaiah 6:8, which is simply, I heard a voice of the Lord say, here I am. Correction. I heard a voice of the Lord say, whom shall we send? Who will go for us? And I heard a voice say, here I am, send me. And I feel that that's indicative of the spirit in this room, because you all represent what is meant in that Bible verse, and that is, when it's time to serve, when the times are tough, when it's time to stand up for what we believe in, our values and our principles and those things that are dear to us, and put on the line God, family, community, and country. It is people in this room that will do that. And it's not lost on me that these children in this room are learning the values and principles which they will carry forward with them into the future and connect your past, your present, and your future to continue to make this country great, because those are the values that we need in our children today. Those are the values that are missing, I think, in many of our communities today. And it's organizations like this that keep that alive. And you don't have to go very far in a gathering like this to look at another biblical verse, which is Psalms 133.1, how good and pleasing it is when men and women dwell together as one. And that's what we're trying to do, and that's what this country represents, right? Of many one. That's what we are, and that's what we need to be. And in the present, I think that's lost, and it is up to the children in this room to bring that forward, to make sure that that is not lost, because that is truly the strength of this nation. We come together. Think about it. Folks like you, folks like family members, folks that connected you back to our patriots, think about the fact that their service brought us together. Their service brought many people together. And if it wasn't for that idea, this country would not exist. And that idea is so powerful. And in an organization like this, it remains alive. And that is hugely, hugely important. And we talk about preparation, and we talk about learning, and we talk about those things that we need to do to stay strong and to stay focused. And you don't have to look very far with Psalms 144.1, which basically says, the Lord is my rock. He prepares my hands for battle and my fingers for war. And that just means that out there in life, when we're working our way through, we have to stay focused on what is right, what is good. And although we may make mistakes, we have the good Lord to keep us on track. We have our family to keep us on track. And we just need to know that the strength of our families and the strength of our God and the strength of our communities, if we believe in these values and principles of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, if we believe in these things that unite us, that are ideas bigger than ourselves, then we can overcome anything. And I learned that in my life, wherever I went, whatever I did. And as I think about Veterans Day, which I think should be every day, not just one day, I can't help but think of those that I served with. And we have Memorial Day, which should be every day as well, that lost their lives. I lost 72 service members that I sent into missions that I was not able to take home or bring home. And these kind of events, and looking into the eyes of folks like yourselves, reminds me that their sacrifice was not in vain. It reminds me that they gave their life for something bigger than themselves, and that less than 1% of the population, which is represented in here, actually knows what that means. And when you look at going back to the Revolution, only 13% of Americans have ever served in the military. And I heard a conversation, I was in the bathroom, I heard a conversation about a gentleman saying that he served, but he didn't serve in a time of war. And I said to myself, thank you for your service, but thank God you didn't have to serve during a time of war. I said that once myself, and I would trade all my medals, I would trade all my promotions, so that those 72 service members didn't have to give. the ultimate sacrifice. War is a terrible thing, and we should all endeavor to avoid it. But if necessary, General Stark is it represents the reason why we have to be prepared, why we have to dwell as one, and why God bless these great United States of America, and that we can all live free or die. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right, thank you.
Present arms.
The benediction will be given by Deborah Unger or Mother Stark Chapel.
Please pray in your faith and tradition as I pray in mine. As we go our separate ways, may we not take our freedoms lightly. Give us grateful hearts for our wonderful heritage, and help us to realize our responsibility to keep the fires of patriotism burning brightly.
Retrieve colors. Carry arms. To the right face. Close ranks. Mark time. March. Forward march. Homeland march. Homeland march. All right, march.
That concludes our ceremonies today. We want to thank you all for coming and celebrating with us. As always, we have 2 other pictures with